Have you ever wondered how much of your potential you've lost to excuses? Excuses. They're those clever little stories we tell ourselves, those persuasive narratives that keep us in our comfort zones, away from the edge of our potential. They're the roadblocks we construct on our path to greatness. They're the invisible chains that keep us from soaring. Now let's consider the story of J.K. Rowling, a single mother living on welfare, facing numerous rejections, yet she pressed on. She didn't allow her circumstances to become her excuses. Instead, she used them as stepping stones, pushing herself to write what would become one of the most successful book series in history, Harry Potter. Despite the odds, despite the setbacks, she never allowed herself to make excuses. She chose to believe in her potential, in her story, and in her ability to create something magical. And look where that led her. J.K. Rowling refused to let excuses stop her from achieving her dream. What's your excuse? Did you know that every time you make an excuse, you're choosing comfort over progress? Let's unpack this idea for a moment. Excuses, you see, are the soft, cushy pillows that keep us nestled in our cozy comfort zones. They're the little white lies we tell ourselves to justify staying where we are, instead of pushing past our boundaries into the unknown. But what if I told you that these excuses, these imagined safety nets, are the very things holding us back from reaching our true potential? Think about it. What if Michael Jordan had made excuses? He was cut from his high school basketball team, faced countless rejections, and stumbled through numerous failures. But did he let those obstacles become his excuses? No. Instead, he chose to view each setback as a stepping stone, each failure as an opportunity for growth. He didn't hide behind excuses. He didn't opt for the easier path. Instead, he chose the path of progress. He chose to embrace the discomfort of growth, to push himself harder, to strive for greatness, even when the odds were stacked against him. He chose progress over comfort, potential over stagnation, success over excuses. And look where that choice took him, from being cut from his high school team to becoming one of the greatest basketball players of all time. That's the power of choosing progress over excuses. Michael Jordan once said, "I can accept failure, everyone fails at something, but I can't accept not trying." He chose progress over excuses. What will you choose? What if we told you that you could turn your excuses into your greatest motivation? Sounds unreal, right? But it's not. In fact, this very concept has been the driving force behind some of the most influential figures in history. Take Stephen Hawking, for instance. At only 21 years old, he was diagnosed with a rare form of motor neuron disease, a debilitating condition that was supposed to limit his life to just a few short years. But did he let that become an excuse? Absolutely not. Instead, he used it as motivation, as a catalyst to push him towards greatness. Stephen Hawking didn't just accept his fate, he challenged it. He delved into the mysteries of the universe, unraveling the secrets of black holes and quantum mechanics, all the while his physical condition deteriorated. But he didn't allow his physical limitations to become an excuse. Instead, he transformed them into motivation. His unwavering determination led him to contribute significantly to science. He gave us new theories, new perspectives, and opened up a world of knowledge that was previously unknown. His work has left an indelible mark on the field of theoretical physics, proving that limitations are only as restricting as we allow them to be. He once said, "However difficult life may seem, there is always something you can do and succeed at." This was his mantra, his philosophy. He turned his excuses into motivation, and in doing so, he changed the world. Stephen Hawking turned his excuses into motivation and changed the world. What could you do if you did the same? Imagine a life where you make no excuses. What would that look like? Picture this. A life where your dreams are not just dreams but goals you actively pursue. A life where obstacles are not roadblocks but stepping stones propelling you towards your ambitions. A life where the word impossible does not exist in your dictionary, where failure is merely a detour, not a dead end. Imagine a life where you take full responsibility for your actions, where you don't blame others or circumstances, but instead you take charge and make things happen. A life where you are the architect of your destiny. This is a life of personal growth where every experience is a lesson, every challenge an opportunity. A life of success where you reach heights you never thought possible. A life of fulfillment where you not only achieve your goals but surpass them. It's time to stop making excuses and start making progress. It's time to live a no excuses life. Are you ready to take the challenge?